So good morning, black women. I know you heard or should have heard about the mass shooting that happened in Washington, D.C., where a teenage boy killed two teenage girls. I believe the article said he let off around 80 bullets, or there were 80 bullets in total in the shooting. All right. Now it's a situation where the community and the actual parents of one of the girls, I never call their names, right? One of the girls' dad wants the police to really do something about it. And before y'all start coming out here with all those arguments about defunding the police and all that other stuff, it's not, Naya, go this way. It's not about that. It is about the fact that you as an American citizen, ADOS people, black people, people who are citizens paying taxes, you have a right to all of the protections under the Constitution. And one of those being justice for all, okay? So when you have those situations, it's like a threefold in this case, or in all those cases. You have the situation where it first starts in the home, right? Black women have to get rid of this delusion where they actually think that the only individual that can raise a son is a man. You got to get off of that. You got to get off that nonsense that comes from the church, where you feel like you're inferior to a man, and a man is supposed to lead, and he's supposed to do this, and he's supposed to do that. None of that is correct. When you're an adult, whether you're a woman or a man, you are supposed to be responsible enough for everything in this life that you do in it, whether it be personal choices to reproduction where you have a child. So that's the first element. Until the black people on a whole, no matter where they live in this country, the haves or have-nots, understand that it is up to them to do self-policing, not self-shaming and thinking that. I posted a video earlier by, what's her name? Josie, right? Where she really went into, not as deep enough as she should, but she went into the fact that the real thing that's always happening when we report on these stories is the same thing that has been happening since white people created it. And that is respectability politics. No one coined that phrase. It has been around for hundreds of years, okay? It came out of the 1890s. So no one of this time could coin something that has been here since 1890. So anyway, what it is that when we get on here and we always do this critiquing of black people incidents and blaming this, blaming that, what we're doing, even though sometimes a lot of the accountability goes to the individual choice, right? The thing that you never talk about is the fact that these things are rooted in a system to cause all of these issues. And I'm not talking about becoming a, mama, come this way, a white supremacist, what do you call those people? White supremacist theorists, right? Or conspiracy theorists. But you have to be fair about all things in life. And as African Americans, ADOS, and foreign blacks will inherit the white American hatred that they have for ADOS people since we were the ones enslaved in this country. So when you talk about all these things, you have to speak about the entirety of the situation. The fact that when you try to acclimate into white folks, you develop this idealist, individualist type of mindset where everything is me, and I'm so selfish. And this is what begins to tear down and destroy every community where ADOS, blacks, and foreign blacks live, because you are not living to your true character and who you really are, the essence of who you are. You are African people. However you like that, don't like it, that is who you are. You descend from Africa. You are a people who always has been about communal and only had issues with each other when you allow foreigners to interrupt your thought process, your practices, and your beliefs. So when these type of things happen, yes, you are supposed to get angry. Yes, you are supposed to blame the perpetrator or the offender. But you're also supposed to go back, think about it, and say, these are some of the things that we need to start doing in our homes and in our communities to change this. Now, right now, black women, we really do know that there is an issue with black women hate by all black males because of the fact that we live in a supremacist society. And because it's white indoctrinated and white washed, these people who have all this hate speech for black women want to punch down on us because they have nothing in life that they can feel validated by. So when you know these things, and I've said this 1,000 times, but I guess because it's a black woman speaking and I'm not light-skinned or young, no one wants to listen. You have got to stop doing the same things you've been doing and do things differently. Yes, I know it's not easy for everyone to just move up out of their neighborhood because this country makes it where we don't make the money we need to have good lives. They do it deliberately. So what you then have to learn to do is begin to teach your girls, right, who will be the ones to have these black children, because black women are the only women who can have black children, right? You have to teach them to be the kind of mothers who will raise both children properly, who will have a strong sense of self, a strong confidence and high self-esteem level, and be able to instill those values and levels of responsibility that both the male children and little girls need to become fully functioning, responsible, dependable grown people. That's the only way you're going to do it. And in the meantime, while they're growing, you have to literally shelter your daughters. Like, if you got to keep them in the house and they're not allowed to go to parties except by chaperone, or do things where you're close by so that you could try to protect your child if you have to. I know it sounds crazy, but it can be done. I did it with all of my daughters because I was not having that. I was not going to have no lecherous old bastard sexually abuse my child, nor was I going to have other kids her own age, delinquents, take advantage of my child and turn them out into the evils of the street. Not going to happen. So you really have to have a good level of communication with your children for them to understand. You don't understand it now. You may even think and feel it's unfair, but I am going out of my way to protect you. And constantly sit down with them, explain to them what it is you're doing, show them the horrific incidents that happen all over this country and why it is safe to be at home doing the things you're supposed to do inside a secured environment, a safe environment with weapons to protect yourself and all types of tactical devices in case somebody decides to attack you. I've been saying for the longest, like, when you guys live in these states where people are gun crazy and they running around toting guns like they're crazy and they're able to, everybody in your family should have a bulletproof vest. Everybody. And they should also have different devices to reinforce your doors, reinforce your windows, and your car. I keep saying this. You guys need, and if you can't reinforce the car, then what you need to do, is that my daughter? Yes. Then you need to reinforce your coat. Get a bulletproof coat so that when you sit in the car, if a bullet comes through, it cannot get you. I will have to end this, but I will come back and probably do a full live on this. Thank you. Have a good day, y'all. Be safe. Piff! Over here. You took the kids upstairs? Yeah, I'm going right now. I didn't know I was going to see you. Say, Nai, what's up? Hey, you look good. All right. Okay, let's... Huh? Yeah, she would want to run if I let the leash go to you. All right, see you later. Okay. Hey, slow down. She's going.